Godric was born under a Flemish sky, the cries of gulls his first lullaby. Bruges, a city of canals and cobbled streets, cradled his youth. Son of a humble chandler, his world smelled of beeswax and tallow, of spices brought by ships from distant lands. The harbor, a forest of masts, whispered tales of adventure. Godric, a boy with eyes the color of the North Sea, listened intently. Life was hard, unforgiving. Yet, young Godric possessed a sharp mind and an even sharper ambition. He yearned for more than the cramped shop, more than the familiar scent of his father's trade. He saw the merchants, laden with silks and silver, and knew his destiny lay beyond the familiar horizon. His father, a kind man worn by toil, recognized the fire in his son's eyes. "The world is a vast sea, Godric," he said, his voice roughened by time, "and you, my son, were born to sail it." And so, at the cusp of manhood, Godric took his leave, stepping from the familiar warmth of his father's shop into the bustling heart of Bruges, ready to seek his fortune. He found his master in the form of old Willem, a merchant with a reputation for fairness and a nose for profit. Willem, eyes shrewd behind a spiderweb of wrinkles, saw in Godric a spark, a hunger that mirrored his own in younger days. "So you think you can be a merchant, boy?" he'd asked, his voice gruff but not unkind. Godric, chin held high, met the old man's gaze. "I can learn, Master Willem. I am quick and I am eager." Willem, a ghost of a smile playing on his lips, took him on. Those early years were a crucible. Godric learned the ways of trade, the art of negotiation, the fickle dance of supply and demand. He devoured knowledge like a starving man, absorbing Willem's wisdom, mastering languages, deciphering ledgers. He ran errands, loaded carts, and sailed with Willem's ships, braving storms and pirates, learning the rhythms of the sea. He learned the value of a handshake, the weight of a promise. He learned that trust, once earned, was more valuable than gold. Years passed, seasons turned, and Godric, no longer a boy but a capable young man, proved his worth. Willem, his hair now as white as winter frost, watched him with a father's pride. "You are ready, Godric," he declared one evening, his voice raspy but firm. "Ready to sail your own course." With Willem's blessing and a modest inheritance, Godric took the plunge. He founded his own trading company, a small vessel launched into the vast ocean of commerce. His name, once whispered in the alleys of Bruges, began to echo in the halls of commerce. He possessed an uncanny knack for anticipating trends, for knowing what people desired even before they did. He ventured where others feared to tread, forging trade routes to the east, bringing back exotic spices, shimmering silks, and stories of far-off lands. His ships, christened with names like Seahawk and Flemish Lion, became symbols of prosperity. Their arrival in Bruges met with cheers and anticipation. Godric, however, was not content with mere wealth. He saw opportunities where others saw obstacles. He invested in shipbuilding, pushing the boundaries of design, creating faster, sturdier vessels that could weather the fiercest storms. He established trade agreements with distant cities, weaving a web of commerce that spanned the known world. He understood that knowledge was power, and he used his wealth to establish a school of navigation in Bruges, nurturing a new generation of skilled sailors and merchants. He financed expeditions, sending brave souls to chart new sea lanes, to seek out new markets, to push the boundaries of the known world. His name became synonymous with innovation, with daring, with the relentless pursuit of excellence. He challenged the established order, broke down barriers of tradition, and in doing so, ushered in a golden age of prosperity for Bruges.